So I've been sick the past week. I think it was the flu or something. I had stomach bug, headache, nausea, vomiting. Respiratory, nasal stuff. Missed a lot last week. Didn't do any crosswords, but nothing big happened last week, right? I don't think anything big in the news. No full descent into authoritarianism in America. Yeah, we're there. we're in the middle. We have crossed the Rubicon. There's no going back for these Republicans, I'll tell you that. Why not take a moment and have some fun doing a crossword? How about that? Hey. It is a Monday challenging puzzle from the New Yorker. And this is by Anna Schechtman, who is the author of a book that I would really love to read. It's called The Riddles of the Sphinx, Inheriting the Feminist History of the Crossword Puzzle. And you can support me down below if you would like to see me read this book and review it. You can either support me down there with a Patreon or the Ko-fi. Or I'm going to drop a link in the description for the wish list that I have created at my local bookstore called Changing Hands Bookstore, which is in Phoenix, off Camelback Road. Great bookstore. And I'd love to get this book. It's a little bit more expensive than you would get off of Amazon. But you'd be supporting a local business here in Phoenix. And it would be... I would be overjoyed if you purchase this book for me, and go to the wish list that I've dropped in the description. I'd love to review this book, do a whole video on it, and it would be great. So let's get going with today's puzzle and classic crossword themed cartoon from the New Yorker here, the new, right? I think I've seen this one before. Used to be used a lot in crossword puzzles, but he's practically extinct now. Call them wildebeests. Okay, wow, this is going to be difficult. We got some 13-letter long answers on the top and the bottom, and a 14. Or, Wait. It's a 15 by 15. Yeah, it's 15 by 15. So we have 12, 13, and 14. Wow, some long spanners here. Hopefully they're pretty easy to get with a little bit of help. But let's get started. I'm just admiring the grid art here as well. I always try to put on my construction cap because I'm trying to think about how to construct some of these puzzles. And try to understand like where's the because these are themeless, I think, but they usually start with something that is they really want to get a really long answer in, probably. I don't know what this is going to kind of center around. I don't know what off balance question mark would be. It's just my brain can't cycle through all of that to get something that would make some sense here. But question mark means that we're going to be having some bit of wordplay in the clue. So off balance, so we could be playing with the word off, or we could be playing with the word balance here. Going against the usual meaning, or probably the most salient meaning of the word, the most obvious one. It's not going to be that. But let's come back to that later. So let me try to get some of the easier clues here, the shorter clues. Suffer could be to ail, if you ail. I was ailing last week, I tell you. Ooh, didn't even want to do crosswords. Like, that's how bad it was. Clock sound could be like tick or tock, so it could be either. I'm guessing that it would be talk, since we have this I right to the left of it. Writer Ken, who was featured in the electric Kool-Aid acid test. I did not know that. I don't even know what the heck that is. Actually, let's take a quick sojourn over to the Wikipedia to try to find that out. I'm betting that it's Ken Kesey, the author of One Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest. But yeah, it's this is a different different whatchamacallit. Okay, it was by Tom Wolfe though. But then it's first-hand account experiences of Ken Kesey. And then so gonzo journalism coined by Hunter S. Thompson, right? It's the where gonzo journalism is like where you are kind of like the center of it. You're like it's kind of like point of view, like you are the center of the whatchamacallit. Written without claims of objectivity, often including the reporter as part of the story using a first-person narrative. Yeah. Right. Okay. Ken Kesey. Dairy Queen competitor is TCBY. Are they still around? That's the country's best yogurt. Don't know. Coves and bays. Coves and bays. These are like bodies of water or waters, maybe? Maybe it's like waters. Not water, but waters. And I don't know what this would be yet. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be true unless the talk is wrong. Aravistes, perhaps. I don't know what that means. Is that Italian or Spanish? Aravistes, like I don't know what that means. I don't think this is going to be waters. Some PhD students. I want to say like masters or like MAs, or it could be or MSs, Masters of Science, or some PhD students. Not JDs, like Juris Doctors. That just didn't seem like it would fit here with 6 down. Egg container in some reproductive anatomy, some kind of sac. Egg sac. Was watching, like, there was a couple movies that my wife was watching over the past couple days where the main character was trying to talk like John Wayne he was. What was it, like Kurt Russell in the Chinatown one, the Big Trouble in Little China. He just tried to be like John Wayne. And then what was another one? There was some other one that I was watching. I don't know. I don't get it's kind of shticky to me, like the John Wayne accent and voice. It's like clearly that's what you're going for, and I don't know if it's like a camp type of thing or if you're just really you really have your head so far up John Wayne's ass that you're, I don't know. Ooh. Space station that was deorbited in 2001, maybe the Mir, right? The Russian space station that preceded the ISS, the International Space Station. I don't remember what Mir stood for. It's in Russian, I think. Museum walls. Museum walls? Question mark. Museum walls. What? Question mark. Walls. What kind of walls? What's the meaning of walls in different parlance here? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe something with E, because this looks like it could be time or something. Chronic trend follower. Chronic trend follower. I don't know. All right, we're gonna need a lot of help here for this upper half here. City known as the French Rome? Paris. Ruin. No, because this has to be A's, right? This has to be like MA's or BA's. I mean, it could be either way because, like, some, I mean, most are masters. Most hold a master's already, I believe. So I would say some would be BAs. Doesn't seem like that would be fitting, though. See, the best man actress, Long. Don't know that movie. Don't know it. Blank Love 2010 Luca Guadagnino film. Guadagnino film. Guadagnino. Not with an N-Y. Guadagnino. Guadagnino? Guadagnino. Guadagnino. Is that how you pronounce it? No idea. His love? Her love? My's love? Them's love? Bring shame to... I don't know. I should be ashamed. Picasso's... Wow, this is a very cerebral puzzle, isn't it? Very cultural. Lots of different languages here. European languages. Demoiselle d'Avignon. Picasso. Why does this sound French, though? Is that French or is that... What? I thought Picasso was Spanish. I don't know. Sounds very French, though. Well, if it's like plural, it could be les. Les demoiselles d'Avignon. The demoiselles of Avignon. I don't know what that means. I don't know what demoiselle. Is that like a young lady or something? Like rather than a... Or are they like divorced? Is that the divorce? Because like mademoiselle, I think, is like a married woman? Is that true? I don't know. What workers sell for wages? Labor? Labor rent. Labor work. Work labor. Floor brushing, maybe. No. Way to a getaway, say. Maybe a side door. You go out the side door. Don't want to go out the front door. Notice to staff is a memo, maybe, right? And then floor brushing. Don't know. Oh, we got an emoji in this. Okay, that's backwards, though, right? The abbreviation would be rewind, maybe? And then bridge players, auction action sometimes is a rebid, I believe. Overplay in a way. Overplay. Don't know. Milieu in Rachel Cusk's parade and Rachel Kushner's The Flamethrowers. This sure looks like it wants to be a world, right? Parade and the Flamethrowers. So what milieu, what setting would that be? Was SeaWorld? Is it SeaWorld? Yoga pose, also called reverse tabletop. Is that... Wait, isn't that like the crab? Let's see. It might be pressed to exit. Escape. The escape key. Aha. Clever. It should lay us under a spell with its first word per Virginia Woolf. I don't know. I'm not that cultured. Brits behind is an arse. That's up my alley. There we go. Build to fortissimo, for example, abbreviated. Build, so it's a crescendo, so it would be crescend. Fresh. And then this has to be with an M, right? So these are like coves and bays. So I was thinking they were havens, but then what is NAs? NAS? No, that doesn't work. Don't know. Is this, I think Mia or Nia? Is that a name? Japanese or Javanese, I guess, is an Asian language. At the back, don't know. Aravistes. Araviste, baby. Blank love. Don't know that one. Resort amenity could be maybe a spa. A floor brushing. Okay, let's try this, because I think this is... What is this? A maxi? Maxil? What is this? Pants? Labor rights? Labor... I don't know. Kung Pao? Kung Fu? No, that's not how you... It's F-U. F-U. Vocalist on the Beatles... The Beatles' The Continuing Story of Bungalow Bill. Maybe it's Yoko Ono. Goodness, I do not know what this is. This looks like a moat. To overplay, to ham it up, to emote. I don't know what this is going to be. Okay, so Chalet is under a spell with its first word. Easel? Easel? Oh, gosh. I really want that to be an A. Sanctity. Sanctity. Puritan, sanctity would be like piousness or something like that. Maybe pious, no, or like piousness. That's not how you spell it, though, right? S. A goblet is a chalice. Okay, so that works. I think it is going to be an... Yeah, it is Nia. Okay, I think it will be some kind of nest, but I don't think it's piousness, because I think... I guess alternate spelling? Is this like the US spelling? Pious without the U, and then with the U is British, or something along those lines? But then what is this? What is this? ESS. It should lay us under a spell with its first word, S. I can't see what that could possibly be. Okay, blank take arms against the sea of troubles. Let's take arms against the sea of troubles? Maybe... We'll take arms against the sea of trouble? Don't know. Blank the exhorter. Black nationalist in Ralph Ellison's Invisible Man. I don't know. What does exhort mean? It's not extort. I mean, the opposite would be inhort, would it not? I don't know. Okay, genre in which Julianne Moore and Lawrence Fishburne had early career roles. Oh boy. Oh boy. Gay porn? I don't know. No. My gosh. Okay, what could this possibly be? Does this end in S? Possibly, with the museum walls. Museum walls. Question mark. Okay, so we're talking about the word museum, and the walls, what surrounds it, are M's. So EMs. M's, there we go. Okay. I think that works. And then a chronic trend finder follower, ending for Manhattanite, Brooklynite, maybe? Maybe some kind of Tim? Some Tim? Goobers. Oh, egg sack is not, because that can't be. Egg is in the clue, so it can't be in the answer. Or it's not likely to be in the answer. That's usually a no-no. Some reproductive anatomy. So it's like an ovisac or something like that? Something along those lines? Something clobbers. Something clabbers? Chronic trend follower. Pushing? No, because this has to be like an O, right? Maybe like a fashion. Oh gosh. All right, let's try to get this other one off balance. Could be like vacation time. Aha, okay, there we go. It's city known as the French Rome. Don't know. Do not know. Okay, so coves and bays, maybe inlets. Inlets, there we go. TAs, some PhD students are teaching assistants or teacher's assistants. Right, so this is Ovasac. And then fashion victim is a chronic trend follower, is a fashion victim. Okay. This isn't Nice. It's Nibs. What is this? Clabbers? Clambers. Nimes? Clambers. What else could fit in here? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's got to be M. Clarbers. Oh gosh, household suckers for short. What? Household suckers. Vacuums. Vax. Okay, so at the back could be maybe dorsal, I think? Like with in anatomy, and also like you talk about like porpoise anatomy, dorsal fins, right? The fins that are on the back. And then I think there's like dorsal with regards to bones in the back or something. I don't know. I'm not good with anatomy. Bring shame to... I never took a course in that. So maybe D something, and then D's something. Okay, let me try to get like the bottom half here, because this is getting a little difficult on this left side. Bird sanctuaries, question mark? Sanctuaries for birds? What is this, a sanctuary for birds? Sanctuaries for birds. I don't know. Okay, wait, what about 30 down? Super Mario Brothers console is going to be the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. And then... Don't know. Yeah, I still can't get that one. Kung Boo. Kung Poo? Kung Pao with an A? Maybe? Turn offs, maybe... Exit lanes? I thought that would be like exit ramps or something. But what is a floor brushing? Is a maxi? Is that like the dress? Like the dress is so long that it's brushing up against the floor? Is that what that means? Labor. Is that how you spell Kung Pao? Labor. Don't know. Creator of a draft. Like an open window or something? I don't know. Colt's counterpart. Colt 45? Or what? Or like the horse. There's not two NFL teams in Indiana, right? So what's the Indianapolis? Could be Pacers. Colts counterpart could be Pacer. That could fit. Indianapolis Colts and the Indianapolis Pacers. And then a colt is a young horse, a young male horse. And then I think a filly is a young female horse. Could be, because I think Ireland's Sinn Fen, is that correct? And then maybe this is filly. And then a domed dwelling is, well, it would be an igloo or something. Unless it's an alternate spelling. Let's see. Poet whose work is quoted in Maxine Hong Kingston's novel Tripmaster Monkey. Don't know anything of that. Okay, but like what poets do I know? I don't know why they would be quoted in this specific novel. I see a party in an eBay transaction. Well, it's the seller or it's the buyer, right? So it would be seller there. I think it is Philly for 48 across. Opening words. No idea. Okay, amp up could be rev up, maybe? Classrooms with monitors briefly could be maybe TV labs or the AV labs. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave that open. It could be A or T. The fact that it doesn't say TV, like in the clue, it doesn't say TV, makes me think that this is going to be TV labs rather than AV, the audio visual. But it could be both. It could be either one. I'm not sure. What would opening words be? Don't know. Series for which Lisa Cologne Zayas and Ebon Moss Bachrach won Emmys in 2024. I don't know either of these names. And what were big shows in 2024? Liza Cologne Zayas, Lisa Cologne. What was the teen one on HBO? Bed is a place to retire. Participant in what the Times called the most high-profile hip-hop diss war in 20 years would be Drake. This is very topical, very current events. Well, I guess no, that's been a while. Like, we're on to... That was ancient. That was like 6 months ago. There's no way. Like, we're still talking about that, are we? Bodegas are often... Okay, so it probably ends in S. Summers at the Sorbonne is gonna... Sounds like French to me, so I do know that the French word for summer is et. And so I think it's et for that. We're looking for the French word for summer. Population that's over 93% male. CEOs? I don't know. Person who crosses a line. Probably going to end in R. What do you call those scabs in strike and union parlance? When they cross the picket line. So it could be a strike buster or something like that. A strike breaker. A domed dwelling. Yeah, this is REO speedrunning, which we learned what the REO stands for. It's Ransom E Olds. Remember, the Oldsmobile was named after Ransom E Olds. I forget what the E stands for. Oh, these are stores, right? These are convenience stores or corner stores. Corner stores, yes. Okay, so what poet would fit here? I don't know. Starts with R? I don't... I can't figure it out. Oh, wait, a yurt. A yurt, that's vaguely familiar. I think that's a Russian dwelling or something. And then these are laureates, a population that's over 93% male. It's got to be Nobel. Nobel laureates? Yes, okay. And then a group implicated in Signalgate is the... Signalgate being the defense, right? Department of Defense and the press, or the Secretary of... Wait, is Pete's... What is Pete Hegseth? Secretary of State or Secretary of Defense or something? Where they were using Signal... Not Signal, they were using a modified version of Signal that had several security vulnerabilities. So yeah, Signal's great. If you're doing knockoffs of that and you're running your own crypto on it, boy. Yeah. It wasn't even a bespoke Signal that was created by tech people in the government. I think it was just a knockoff that was on GitHub. Suin people are the Oto, maybe? Oto people? Is this a stance breaker? A stuns breaker? No, I don't know. Remark from one with cold feet could be Burr? Okay, so I think this Fen, I think it's with an I or something like that. Maybe this is Strikebreaker. And I was right. That has to do with union. So this is NSE, the National Security Commission or something. Let's see what that stands for there. Let's disambiguate this. National Sort Code? No, National whatever. We're looking for government and politics here. It's not the National Science Council. Yeah. That's in Taiwan anyway. Supervisory Commission. New social... Wait a minute. National Security Agencies. National Security Council? Is that what this is? Is this in the United States? Executive branch, governmental body. Okay, but... Okay. Yeah. United Nations Security Council. NSCs by country. Okay, but the U.S. has to have one, right? The United States National Security Council specifically. Okay. So it was created by the Harry S. Truman. Probably for the Cold War, right? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then Rilke. I don't know who the heck this is. Who the heck is Rilke? Rilke. 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 Come on, Rilke. Rainer Maria Rilke. Rene Karl Wilhelm Johann Joseph Maria Rilke. Imagine, like, he got in trouble as a kid, and his mother was calling him home. You know, use the full name. Rene Karl Wilhelm Johann Joseph Maria Rilke. Get back here. Idiosyncratic and expressive poet, he is widely recognized as a significant writer in the German language. His work is viewed by critics and scholars as possessing undertones of mysticism, exploring themes of subjective experience and disbelief. Okay. Okay, but what's the connection with Trip Master Monkey? What the heck is what's the connection there? ...1989 novel, his fake book. I guess because of the mysticism thing, maybe. Many prototypical features of postmodernism. The book retains numerous themes. Okay. I should, like, zoom in on this. Okay, yeah, so it's easier to see on screen. A reference to Walt Whitman. And then why is it a reference to Rilke? Allusions. Although the novel is full of allusions to other works of literature, mainly based on the Ulysses by James Joyce, Song of Myself by Walt Whitman, and the epic Chinese novel Journey to the West. Ulysses is itself based on the epic Greek poem The Odyssey. Other frequently alluded to works include Griever, An American Monkey King in China by Gerald Wiesenor, The Notebooks of Malta Lorid's Brigga by Rainer Maria Rilke, and Hamlet by Shakespeare. Okay, what the fuck is this thing then? Oops, pardon my German French, my French German, my nasty language. First published Journal of My Other Self. All right. That is a deep cut, okay? Sorry. That's a deep cut. That's for the literati amongst us. That's not me. So sorry to say. Critics such as Roman Jacobson and Victor Shklovsky. Don't know. Don't know what the heck this is. This has to be something with the S, the Ness, right? Crushing on. I might need to like I'm counting that like I've done this without the help. I've like confirmed some things, but I'm pretty sure like, you know, I knew these things so far, but we're getting to the point where I'm gonna have to start looking some things up. Opening words. What the heck could this be? It should lay us under a spell with its first word. S's? Opening words? Does this end in S? Oh wait, maybe this is the bear. The bear. Okay. And then a creator of a draft. Labor Poker, Labor Power, and then Brewer is a creator of a draft. Okay, yep. Makes sense for brewing beer and other brews or something. Maybe this is Art World or something like that. I don't see what else it could be. This is a really literati and centric crossword here. An essay should lay us under a spell with the first word. Okay. Opening words could be say, and it is AV Labs. Okay. Okay, so can we bring this on home? Can we bring this on home? What the heck could this be? I'm like, the crossing of 8 and 14, 8 down and 14 across is going to be hard for me. Because, like, I don't know what the heck that could be. Clambers? Chambers? No, because it has 6 down has to be inlets. Racial clambers? Facial clambers? What does that mean? Climbers? Maybe it's climbers. Maybe it's not an ova sac. Maybe it's ovi sac. And then this is climbers. Facial climbers? Like a mountain face or something? Oh, gosh. Critics are fart actors. I don't know. I don't know this one. Blank the Exhorter. Ray the Exhorter? Could be anybody. Sam the Exhorter. Give me a 3-letter name. It could be any of those. I don't effing know. Maybe this is like dispel or something? Bring shame to? Sanctity is... I don't know. Maybe this is It's Love? Social climbers, maybe? Sot. What is sot? I'm a love. I'm in love. I'm... sound off. It could mean to like rant, to you know, express something, to, you know, express an idea, or like, you know, or it could also just be that like sounds like fishy or something. Something sounds off. Something is amiss. Sound off. It would be like smell or something like that. Or don't know. What are birds' sanctuaries? Not Aries. So that's not enough letters, I don't think. Maybe it is Let's Take Arms Against the Sea of Troubles. Rushing on. Leo the Exhorter. What is the genre of film? Early career. Bird sanctuaries. Yeah, we're coming up on the time where I need to start looking things up here. Gosh. Yeah. But like, which one should I look up? Should I look up this one? I don't know if that's gonna really help me. And then like, trying to think of like how try to preserve the most joy out of solving this. I think it might be like getting this one. I think this might be dispel to bring shame to. Let me just like double check that I understand the meaning of that. Today's word is garrulous. Someone is very talkative. Let's see, dispel, I think. We'll look up that word and let's zoom in on that. So it's not, maybe I'm, yeah. Okay, so that's not how you spell that though. Drive away opposed to. So yeah, it's not dispel. That's something else. So maybe it's this. I still think this might be piousness. Oh god, that doesn't fit though, does it? Or maybe it's with you. Crushing on. I think it is going to be this, but then like what the heck? Or maybe it ends in S. Maybe it's les. Les the exhorter? Let's see. Let's try to look something up here. Nope, it's not les. Let's try to find that one out. I think that one's going to be easier to find then. Look up the exhorter. Roz. Totally off. Wow. Okay, Roz the exhorter. And then I guess I have to figure out whatchamacallit. Let's try to understand who the heck this is. Many of the social and intellectual issues faced by African Americans in the early 20th century, including black nationalism, the relationship between black identity and Marxism, and the reformist racial policies of Booker T. Washington. Okay. Who was an American educator? Yeah, okay. Okay. So it's not let's. It can't be let's. Can't be that. But it's got to end in S, right? No? Maybe not. Yeah, okay. Bring shame to this. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. Sought. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up this person. Roman Jacobson. A Russian linguist and literary theorist. This is very, very, very much in literature. Literature-centric. I don't know how to describe that. Okay, so cybernetics and stuff. So they're not futurists. They're like... If I look something else. Or... Yeah, no. Okay, I don't... What's the connection then between... I mean, they're... both appear to be Russian writers and theorists. Formalism? Is that what it is? And then this is not... I am love, maybe? I don't know. Formalist. Okay. What does that mean? What is formalism? School of Literary Theory in Russia from... oh, let me... Oh, that's interesting. Okay. School of Literary Theory in Russia from the 1910s to 1930s. It includes the work of a number of highly influential Russian, and I still don't understand what the heck it is. Okay. It exerted a major influence. I still haven't gotten to an explanation for what it is. It was a diverse movement. Okay, the term formalism was first used by the adversaries of the movement, and as such, it conveys a meaning explicitly rejected by the formalists themselves. But what the F does it mean? This article has an unclear citation. It has an unclear writing style. You would think that, like, if you were writing an article on something where you're trying to explain what the heck something is, you would explain what the heck it is in the first paragraph. But no, we just kind of like, now that we got to go through the what was it, Plato or Socrates or something? Where, like, it was like, give me the definition of something, and then it was like, no, you haven't described it. You haven't given me the definition. That's what I feel like. I feel like Socrates right now. You haven't given me the definition, you've just kind of described it in that. Like, you just described what it did, or who was involved in it. Oh, gosh. My brain is mush now. Name now given to a mode of criticism which emerged from two different groups. Linguistic circle. They advocated a scientific method for studying poetic language to the exclusion of traditional psychologists. I don't know how that would work. What do you mean you would use science? You do experiments on the text? How does that, what do you even mean by that? Yeah, those quotes are doing a lot of heavy lifting there. I don't know. I don't know. Is this like, oh, maybe a soap opera is, yes, okay, because then this is like, I am love. Sanctity, not coldness. Sound off could be to opine. Okay, there we go. That was one meaning of the word, of the phrase that I think I covered. And nests could be bird sanctuaries. God, not bests, nests. Dishonor could be to bring shame to, and then holiness is sanctity. Crushing on would be that you're into somebody, you're crushing on them. Or to take arms against a sea of trouble. Okay, there we go. Well, needed some help with the formalists there. But once we got that all came together then on the left side. But I think that was the only sticking point. This was very literature centric. I'm kind of feeling a little intimidated by maybe reading that book, but I would still love to read it. Yeah. I want to read a lot about the history of crosswords and that stuff. So, and yeah. So, until hopefully tomorrow, I'm going to be working on a whole bunch of other stuff this week that's not related to this channel. It's going to be related to my other channel that's related to coding. So, until next time, hopefully tomorrow, and it'll be an easier one, but it'll be a moderately challenging puzzle. Ta-ta for now. Hope you have a great day. Keep protesting!